Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We're going to start with grade 5 maths. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 and click on view all lessons. So there you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter data and graphs, and the lessons we're going to cover today are frequency charts, interpret pictographs, create pictographs, choose the best type of graphs. Let's start with the lesson. Okay, here I'm on grade 5 maths. The chapter we're working on is data and graphs. Let's just start with the lesson, that is frequency charts. Okay, Kenny counted a total number of shells collected by his friends during a walk on the beach. How many people are there in all? So basically, to calculate the total of number of people, you have to add up all the frequencies. Got it? Just add them up. It would be 55 people. Got it? That means there are 55 people in all. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay. Kenny counted the total number of shells collected by his friends during a walk on the beach. How many people are there in all? So you have to add up all the frequencies. Got it? Just add 13 plus 5 plus 15 plus 10 plus 8 plus 4. So when you add them up, it makes 55. That's the one we just saw on the tutorial. So the correct option is, basically you have to add up all the frequencies. You need to calculate the total people. So for the total people, you have to add up all the frequencies. So it would be 55. Okay. 8 figured out the scores at the end of a card game. How many people scored fewer than 9? So you have to count the one who scored fewer than. Okay, let's see which numbers are fewer than 9. 8, 3, 2, and 5. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Add their frequencies. It would be 8 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5. It would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 8, 18. Fewer than 9, 8. Mm-hmm. You have to select the how many people scored fewer than now 9. What do you mean they score in the summer or no? Like you are talking about the live sessions. Here you have scores. Less than 9 means 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You have to add up the numbers. 8 plus 3 plus 2 plus 10 plus 9. So it would be 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 32. You have to add up all the scores. The scores that are less than 9 are 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. You have to add up their frequencies. It would be 32. No, basically, we're almost most of the sessions are going to cover by this week or by the next week. Then we're going to start covering the chapter wise from book. So in the summers, you're going to see I'm going to start covering the book chapter wise. So it would be 32. The correct option is 32. Okay, more of this is available in coming years. Okay, let's just start with the next. Let's just move on to next lesson. Basically, some of the grades are going to complete probably this week, the next week. Got it? Grade 7 and 8, I think, are completing this week. So from the next week, I'm going to start the covering chapters from the book. Like for the one chapter, I'm going to divide the chapter into two parts. One part in one session and the next part in the other session. So like that means when we are done with the A plus students, we're going to start with the books in the summer. Okay, the next lesson is interpret pictographs. Let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, look at the pictograph. How many flights are there in the Dallas? So here you have the Dallas, you have only one flight. Got it? Okay, each, like if you have one aeroplane, that means you have five classes. So in front of the last, you have only one aeroplane. That means it has five flights. Got it? Okay, look at this pictograph. Two tick means two votes and half means one vote. Got it? The question is how many electoral votes does Hawaii have? So Hawaii have two ticks, two complete ticks. One means two votes. So you have two plus two. That means you have the total votes, two for this and two for this. And when you add, it makes four. That means they have total four votes. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, look at the pictograph. Each complete exclamation mark means two patients and half exclamation marks mean one patient. How many patients did Greenways file? So here you have Greenways. Just count the marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and each means 2. So you have to do 9 times 2. That means the total is 18. That means that all the patients are 18. So the correct option is 18. Again, the same question. Look at the pictograph. How many patents did Green file? One, two, three, four. Yes, that's exactly the same question. That means they are doing just 18s, 9, 9, and each one have two patients, so it would be 18. We look at this pictograph. Each ball equals one child. How many children chose reading as their favorite? Okay, let's just look where is reading. Here is reading. One, two, three, four, five, six. So you have six balls, and each ball means you have one child. So how many childs chose reading as their favorite? It would be six. The correct option is six. The correct option is six. Okay, look at the pictograph. Each computer equal five web pages. So how many web pages did Caleb visited? Okay, let's just look at the. Here is Caleb. You can see one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. That means you have total eight computers. You can do 8 times 5 because one computer equal 5 web pages. Got it? So 8 times 5 is 40. That means the total web pages are 40. Correct option is 40. Okay, the next one is look at the pictograph. Each dollar equals 10. How many money has Azra saved? Money Azra saved. Okay, here is Azra. One, two, three. So you have to do 3 times because each one has 10. So it will be 3 times 10, and 3 times 10 equals 30. Got it? So that means the money Azra saved is $30. So the correct option is $30. Look at this pictograph. The same question we just did. How much dollars Azra saved? Again, she have $3 sign, so that 10 times 3 equals 30. So the correct option is 30. Look at this pictograph. Each complete pack means two and half means one. How much does a child ticket to the Denver Zoo cost? Okay, where is Denver Zoo? Here it is. One, two, three. You have three complete. So you have to do 3 times 2 and 1 half. Half means you have to add 1. 3 times 2 is 6 and 6 plus 1 is 7. That means a total ticket for the child is 7. The correct option is 7. So the correct option is 7. Look at this pictograph. Each football equal 10 goals and half football equals 5 goals. How many goals did Daniel score? Okay, so you have how many goals did Daniel score? Okay, so Daniel have 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of them are complete ball. So it would be 4 times 5 is 20. So the correct option is 20. No, one complete means 10. So you have to do 4 times 10, not 5. Got it? So 4 times 10 equals 40. The correct option is 40. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is create pictographs. Let's just start with the next lesson. So here we're going to learn how do we make the pictographs. Got it? Okay. Use the data in the table to complete the missing row in pictograph below. Let's just see which row is missing. Okay, here is the table. Cole has 14 square, 14. Dean has 18. Amir has 8. Lara 10. Mika 16 and Ali 12. Okay, so you have to fill Ali. One plane means 2 times. Got it? So it will be 12 times. Got it? Just divide 12 by 2. So 2 times what number is 12? 2 times 6 is 12. That means you have to make 6 aeroplanes there. Got it? So 12 divided by 2 equals 6. That means you need to make 6 planes for Ali. Got it? You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would be 6. So that means the aeroplanes must be 6. Okay. The next one is use the given data to complete the missing row in the pictograph below. Mimi's classmates held a vote for their favorite subject. 18 students voted for history, 2 students voted for arts, and 16 students voted for math. Got it? So here you have 18 students for history, 2 students for art, and 16 students for math. Basically, you have to complete the table. You can see you have nothing in the art row. You have to put the value. So here you have in art, 2 students voted, just 2 students. Here you can see one book equals 2 students. So how many book I need to make? So one book equal 2. So art has 2 books. That means you just have to make one book over here. Got it? So the correct option is you just have to add one book there. Got it? Here it is. Got it? Okay, the next one is use the given data to complete the missing row in the pictograph below. In the neighboring town, a zoo ticket cost $4, a dance performance ticket cost $2, an art exhibit ticket cost $11, and a band concert ticket cost $18. So you have a bag actually here. So a complete bag cost $2 and a half one got $1. You have to fill in the line of the zoo. You can see the line is empty. Where is cursor? Here you can see. So for the zoo, a zoo ticket cost $4. So $4 mean you have one complete, one equals 2. So 4 divided by 2 equals 2. That means you have 2 bags in the. So that means you just have to make 2 bags. You can see here. Here is the solution. You just do need make 2. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. But no, I think that's just this question just has the yes, this lesson just has the tutorial. Got it? So let's just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is choose the best type of graph. So basically, when you are given a data, you have to identify what type of graph you're going to use. Got it? It's totally up to you, or some of the things you have to keep in mind. A double bar graph compares two sets of data. Whenever you have two sets, you have to compare them. You can use the double bar graph data. Got it? Okay, a bar graph compares two sets of data. So whenever you have to compare two sets of data, you can use double bar graph. A stem and leaf plot shows the numbers in a large data set arranged by place value. Whenever you have large data set, you can use the stem and leaf plot. A bar graph compares two or more values. A circle graph shows percent fractions or part of a whole, and a line graph shows a value that changes over time. Got it? So let's just start with the okay. The question is, which type of graph would you use to show the number of students who watched a movie last week and the number of students who did not watch a movie last week in each grade? So basically, here is a comparison of two things. The one children who like to play movie and the one who don't like to watch the movie on the weekend. So whenever you have a comparison of two things, you have to use double bar graph. So for this one, you have to use double bar graph. Got it? Just start with the test questions. Okay, which is the best type of graph to show the number of cars in the parking lot each hour today? So whenever which type of graph you can use whenever you have the values that are changing over time, you can use the line graph. Got it? Because you can see here you have each 1 hour. That means you have to record the data for every hour. So you have to use a line graph. Okay, which is the best type of graph to show the number of jelly beans eaten by each child at a summer camp? So which is the correct option? So what you have to do, you have to show the number of jelly beans eaten by each child at summer camp. So which is the correct option? It would be not sure. Not bar graph. Maybe it would be pictograph. Let's see. It would be stem and leaf plot. How? A stem and leaf plot shows the number in large data set arranged by place value. Okay, so it would be stem and leaf plot. Okay, which type of graph would best when the number of teachers in each school? Uh, which type of graph would best show the number of teachers in each school in a day? So, which is the correct option? Number of teachers in each school in a city. That means you can use the stem and leaf plot. It's a bar graph. Got it? Okay, which is the best type of graph to show the number of geese, the number of ducks, and the number of pigeons in two different city parks? So, which is the correct option? Pictograph, double bar graph, line graph, circle graph. Which is the correct option? You can use the circle graph. Got it? Double bar graph it is. Got it? Because you are going to compare the values, so you have to use double bar graph. Okay, which type of graph would best show the depth of a pond measured by each month for a year? So, which is the correct option? What type of graph would you show the depth of a pond measured each month of a year? So you have to measure every month. That means you are going to use, you have to, whenever you have to record the values over the time, you can use the line graph. So here you're going to use the line graph. Which type of graph would you use to show the number of students who watched a movie last week and the number of students who did not watch a movie last week in each grade? That means you have to use, what type of graph would you use to show the number of students who watched? Okay, so that is a comparison. So for the comparisons, you use double bar graph. So that would be the double bar graph. Okay, which is the best type of graph to show the number of red grapes and the number of green apples, green grapes in several cups? It would be double bar graph. Whenever you have more than one value, you can use double bar graph. Okay, what type of graph would best show the proportion of students who walk, bike, or take the bus to school? So, which is the correct option? You have more than one values to search, so that means you can use the pictograph. Oh, that is a circle graph. I'm just guessing the answers. Okay, you can complete the. Okay, let's just one question is remaining. Which type of graph would you use to show the number of cans three students collected for a can drive if each bag can hold 100 cans? So, which is the correct option? I think that would be the known line pictograph. Yes, it is pictograph. Okay, which is the best type of graph to show the weight of 50 dogs? 50, you have a large data set, so it would be stem and leaf plot. Got it? Okay, we are done with the lesson. So we were working on grade 5 maths. Chapter we're working on is data and graphs, and in lessons we have covered our frequency charts, interpret pictographs, create pictographs, choose the best type of graphs. So please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. So if you have any question, please ask. No questions? If you have any question related to your homework or whatever, you can ask. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.